great morning and welcome to the Coach Show, where women, life and business coaches come to be educated, equipped, and empowered to coach with confidence and lead with transformational power. Join me, Coach P, right here on the Life and Business Coach campus every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time to package your brilliance, optimize your performance, and bring harmony to your life. Well, great Tuesday evening. Come on in here, everybody. Come on in here. Coaches, where are you? My life and business coaches, if you are in life coaching and conferences so much, whether it's health, wealth, whatever it might be, come on in here so we can have a quick conversation. Our grief coach, Carol Davis, she will be coming in shortly. We've had some technical difficulties, but we're here and we're going to press on anyway. And we wanted to pop on real quick just to kind of talk about, share our conversation. We were in conversation yesterday about coaching and the interesting things happening today, right? So very interesting that every time you turn on your Facebook or your Instagram or whatever the case might be, you always see those shiny bubbles and what we call the shiny bubbles. And so I have a couple pictures that I want to share with you. So, you know, we see all these shiny bubbles. You see those shiny bubbles right there? And, you know, these are the things that attract us. Those are the ads, the boosted posts that we see about things that can help us in our businesses, right? So it's almost like a kid. You know how a kid chases bubbles, and once you grab the bubble, then what happens? The bubble bursts, and you're left trying to figure it out, right? It bursts and it's like, wait a minute, where is the shiny bubble, right? And then there's another bubble, and it pops up, and then another bubble, and another bubble, and you know we end up investing so much time, energy, money into our businesses, right? And then we're like, okay, what do we do now? What do we do now, right? And so it looks like Carol is able to join us. And we disconnect phone here. Okay, Coach Carol, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad you are here. You see those shiny bubbles, Carol? Coach Carol, can you hear me? Uh-oh. I don't believe that you can hear me. Can you hear me? So she probably can't hear me.
Yes, I can now.
You can now. Yay! The craziness of coaching.
Yes. Thank you for your patience. I had to unplug everything, camera, microphones, everything in order for it to work. So if it's a little dark, that's why.
That is okay. We're just glad to see your beautiful smiling face. Yes. And I was sharing with everyone about our conversation, and we just decided, hey, let's jump on here tonight and just share with everyone kind of what we were talking about. And I said, I know if we're feeling it, that others are feeling it too, right? Yes. And I shared this picture here. I'm going to share it again so that you can see it, but the shiny bubble syndrome. And it's the SBS. So I call it's the syndrome now. The shiny bubble syndrome is what it's called, right? And as kids, we chase those bubbles. And once we catch the bubbles, they just burst, right? And that's kind of what happens, right? When we are, and I think that's kind of how our conversation started last night, when we're talking about being on Facebook or being on Instagram and these different places, and all these ads keep coming up. It's like, oh, wait a minute, that's a good webinar to go to. Or, you know, that's a great training. Or maybe I need to purchase that to help me with the funnel, or purchase that to help me with my brand, or purchase that to help me with my website, purchase that to help me get clients.
Yes.
And it's everywhere. So share a little bit about what you're feeling and what you've been experiencing as a coach, Carol.
Absolutely. First, I want to thank Coach Pam for having me on this evening, and hello to you, all of you that are out here watching. So as we talked yesterday, we began to just share, you know, some of our feelings as we're coaching and helping others that you hear about, as you said, Pam, you hear about the programs that are popping up, and you're going left, and then you're going right, and then all of a sudden the cost might be an issue, and there's so many and it becomes a distraction, really. It really
Mm-hmm.
does become a distraction after a while, and distractions causes delays
That's
because
right.
now I don't know what to do. Now I don't know which program is right for me. They all look good. They all sound great.
Right.
But then we talked about technology. That's another one where this person is promising this and this person is promising that, and let's and you're running around and really, Coach Pam, not accomplishing anything
Mm.
because now I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go
That's right.
because, as you said, it's just all these little shiny little bubbles and all these little distractions are coming up, and now I'm at a halt.
So when we come to that point and we're at a halt, what do we do at that point? I mean, what have you been feeling? What's been happening?
Well, I think that it is really going back to um, taking inventory as to where is my why, what is my why, reminding myself of my
Mm-hmm.
why. Um, does this align, as you've taught us, Coach Pam, does this align with my values?
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of prayer. Let's do that. Number one, a lot of prayer. Let's put that at the tip
At
top
the
of my
top.
list.
Right.
A lot of prayer and just really asking God for guidance,
Mm-hmm.
going back to sometimes, as you've said to us before, going back to the basics. Why am I doing what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
And is it all aligning? And really just trying to get yourself back on track again.
That's
Do I
right.
really need it? Do I really need this right now? So I think that those are some of the things that I try to do is just be prayerful, making sure that it's aligning with my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me sometimes really does, Coach Pam, it really does help me to get back on track again.
Those are some awesome nuggets. So I've heard to really number one, pray. That's what I
Yes,
heard. That was the first
yes,
thing, and then I also heard to assess, where you are and does this align? Assess, the alignment.
yes,
um, how does it work for what I'm doing right now, right? And it might work well. It might be just the thing
yes.
that you'll need, but is that the thing you need right now is the next question, right?
Exactly. And Coach Pam, if I could share something real quick,
Please.
um, the one thing that I do know is that when you are aligned with God's will for your life,
Mhm.
like you just said, some of those things might be good for you at not at that time.
Right.
There might be a season to where this program works for you right now. And
That's
then
right.
later on, after you have grown, after you have applied the things that you've learned, and then you go to that next step. But I think that what you and I talked about was just really what's out there that has everything that you need,
Hmm.
right? Everything that you need, rather than I'm going to go here for this part
Hmm.
of this type of support. I'm going to go here for this type of support. And all of that is good, but is it all aligning with what you're doing? So
That's
I just
right.
wanted to bring that up.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And, to take that a step further, once you do find, say, services, right, to actually do whatever it is, you need to do. And I know you and I have had conversations about, your website development, right? And
Yes.
finding
Oh,
or identifying someone to help you that
yes.
that's really quality focused, right? So they produce the
Absolutely.
quality,
Yes.
and then I think we also talked about finding someone who's just an expert and they have great customer service. So those are some of the other elements that we look for. And
Yes.
then lastly, a great price, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's reality.
Hmm.
They may have everything that you need, but is that also aligning with my budget and what
Right.
I'm trying to do? So yes.
That's right. That's right. And then how do they operate their businesses? Right. And do
Yes.
they know their own capacity? Because sometimes they may provide a great service in terms of what they offer, say maybe funnel development or website development.
Yes.
However, if it's only them and they are taking on too many clients, then what happens?
You don't get the customer service that you really want, right?
That's right.
So you're absolutely right. They
Hmm.
they're the expert, that's great, but they don't have the bandwidth.
That's
They
right.
don't have the capacity
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
service a large amount of customers, and therefore they're lacking in customer service.
That's
So
right. That's
yes, you
right.
are right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then what happens with your project is what? You don't get it, the deliverable is not there on time, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So
That puts you behind. You've made deadlines and set goals for yourself. Yes.
that's right. That's right. So I'm gonna type in as you were. I'm trying to take notes here because you're dropping some nuggets tonight. The first the first one was pray, and
Yes.
the next one was make sure or align. Make sure there's alignment.
Yes.
Make sure there's an alignment, right? Okay. Make sure there's an alignment. Okay.
Yes.
Great. 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 And um, what else can I type in there, Coach Carol, that we've
I think
discussed that might
timing.
be helpful?
I
Timing.
think timing is very important. You have to
Mhm.
know, is this the right time? It's not that you shouldn't, but
Right.
is it the right time? And I think that that timing is going to come out of that prayer, right?
Hmm.
It doesn't mean that you don't need their services. Just may not be the time, for you, for that particular service that they have to offer. It may not be, but that sometimes is the problem when you have to go here and there
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
all of those services.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And um, for me, and you and I were talking about this yesterday, but over my tenure of coaching, which is now 11 years in coaching business, I've also battled with ADHD, right? And
Yes.
it's taken me longer than maybe some other people because your mind is everywhere. It's like your what do I call it? It's ADHD on steroids. So it's on steroids and your mind is going and it's going
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
everywhere at the same time. And you're trying to put things together and you see the big vision, you're the visionary, but yet you got to be the tactician. You got to say, wait, slow down. You got to be the
Oh,
project manager and you got to bring that thing on in, right? And so that's kind of where I have been over these years until I got the right coaches. So you got to definitely have the
yes.
right coach, right?
Yes.
And until I got quiet, prayed, and got clear
Mm,
on who I was serving
yes.
and exactly what it is I needed for my business, right? And so over that time, what I found, Coach Carol, is a lot of anguish
Mm.
to find the right, I would say the right butts for the right seats, right? So you got to put the right butt in the right
Yes.
seat,
Yes, that's
right?
good. Yeah.
That's right. And I think there's a book. If you're here joining us, we want to say hello to you. Please go ahead and comment. And if you can identify with anything or if you want to share any words of wisdom, we're talking about the craziness of coaching right now, okay? The craziness of coaching. I love it, Coach P. Coach Lotus is here, Coach P. She's a fabulous coach, speaker, and show host. You are just so sweet. We will be joining you tonight, Coach Lotus Riche. She has a phenomenal show coming up, and she, along with First Lady Kim Jacobs and Les Brown, will be
Wonderful.
going live tonight. What time is that tonight, Lotus? Please put the information in. And they are honoring, I believe, is it George Floyd's? They're doing a memory, what do you call it, memorial for him.
Memorial.
However, they also want to honor, I believe, his son, I believe. So, Lotus, if you can please type the information in. And thank you so much. Be sure to share this powerful broadcast. Thank you so much, Coach Lotus. Lotus, Dr. Lotus Rashay, can you please put the information in for your show tonight? Let us know the time. Let us know, put a link in for us, okay? Please, so that we can come over and support the show tonight, all right? But as we were talking, that's what I found over the years. It's so difficult to find the right services. And
Yes.
actually, Dr. Lotus Rashay and her wonderful, wonderful staff and team and family, as I call them, they have been very instrumental in providing excellent service. And they do website development. They provide virtual assistants. They do graphics. They do a host of things. So if you have
Yes.
not connected with Dr. Lotus Rashay and her company, please do so as well. Thank you so much for sharing that. I don't know if you can read this. It is called the George Floyd Memorial Center, and we have partnered with them, and we will be celebrating the life and legacy of George Floyd. I will share the link. We will we be live on Les Brown's platform. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Lotus. Thank you. Along with Kim Jacobs show. Okay, the Lotus Roche Ignite show and the latest TV Nigeria Africa. Awesome.
Wow.
And the Great Engineering Hour in is it Lachelle will be in at 8 p.m. Central, so that will be 7 p.m. Excuse me, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's 7 p.m. Central time, and she's going to send the link momentarily. Thank you so much,
Wonderful.
Dr. Lotus Roche, for sharing that information. We're going to hop on over. I'm glad we came on earlier. So again, we're just talking about the craziness of coaching, and she mentioned Australia. So this is going to be a worldwide
Wow.
event tonight,
International. Yes, that's
international.
powerful.
And I love you. We love you, Coach P. I love you, Dr. Lotus Riche. Give Angela some love from me. Okay. And we'll definitely be on to support tonight. Thank you for the information. Thank you for inviting us. And once you put the link in, I'll go ahead and definitely post it. We won't be on much longer. We just want to pop on again and talk about the craziness of coaching because we
Yes,
had such a
yes,
great conversation. We actually were laughing last night. It was like that was funny. That was really,
yes.
really funny.
Oh my goodness. And Coach P, I tell you that number one list thing on my list is technology.
Technology.
Technology. You know, you know so much, right? That's not in my skill set. I know enough to get through it, no
Yeah.
problem at
Hmm.
all. But
Hmm.
when it comes down to the technology, building those websites and all of that, it takes a lot. And so it's hard. It's really hard. And that also, again, what we just talked about, it brings you to a screeching halt.
Hmm.
Productivity just stops. You get frustrated. Those feelings, just like, okay, I've had enough. You put it to
Right.
the side, and then you have to search for the help to find, like you just said, that expert help
The
and
expert
that
help.
excellent customer service, and that takes time. So yeah, that's number one on my list.
Technology. Technology is key.
Technology.
And the interesting thing is, you work hard to build the brand, right? You work hard to build the funnel, which helps you identify your ideal client and drive that ideal client, attract that ideal client, and drive
Yes.
them to your place of business, right?
Yes.
But what about marketing? We were talking about last night with
Yes.
TikTok and Instagram.
Oh,
It was pictures, so we could post pictures, do
yes.
selfies.
Yes.
Selfies was the thing. Okay, let me do a selfie. You had to learn how to,
Right.
hold the phone, so that you could do a selfie, and you got to take it from the top, right? So you got to learn all that. So that's a great selfie. And now we got the selfies. That's like a thing of the past
Yes.
because as you were sharing yesterday, please share what you shared. I believe you attended a training about
Yes.
reels.
Yes. It was a training, it was a free training, which was really great. And they talked about TikTok and Reels, but the main thing for me with Instagram are the Reels, right? Those became very, very popular. So we learned that at one point when Instagram started out, it was all about the pictures, right? As Coach Pam just said, it was all about the pictures and very little verbiage, all of that, right? But now we learned they're all about the videos. Reels have exploded. And so with what she said, the frustration in technology or social media rather, they can shift on you at any given time. So 1 minute as IG is one thing, and the next minute, nope, now we're something new, and now we got to learn a new algorithm. And what in the world is an algorithm? It's like you got to learn all of that, plus, right? So you have marketing, and now I got to learn what the algorithms, how they work, and then I got to do my website and technology. I got to do all that, so I got to be an expert in everything, and that's just not possible. That's not true. So yeah, you don't have to be an expert. You just got to find the right people to help you.
Find the right people to help you. And that's perfect timing because Dr. Lotus Roche said that's why you want to connect with the Lotus Roche Ignites team to tell your story with your video. And Coach or Dr. Lotus Roche, she's also a coach. Okay, so she does coaching as well, but she does phenomenal video. And actually, matter of fact, I can pull one up now. Why don't I do that? She did our very first Coach to Coach show. And I'm going to go ahead and play that now. Hold one second.
Excellent.
great morning. Welcome to the Ultimate Planning Hour, where women coaches and entrepreneurs come to be educated, equipped, and empowered to plan your work and work your plans. Join me here on the Powerhouse in Motion campus every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time to maximize each day, optimize your performance, and bring harmony to your life. So that is an example of the video. And as Dr. Lotus Rache said, videos can 20x your business. I believe that's what you were trying to say, 20x your business and multiply your business. It can really get you out there and get you some great exposure, as Coach Carol has already shared with us from the training that she had the other day, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
here it is, you've gone to that training. Now you've got to produce some videos, right? And
That's
then
right.
they can't be very long, right? So what is it, 20 seconds, 30 seconds?
I can't recall the time, but it's not like you're uploading something to Facebook, which you have a little bit more bandwidth there where you can add videos. But as
Right,
you said, IG and even TikTok is even shorter
right,
than
right.
IG. Yes.
IG. If I think it's 1 minute or 60 seconds on
Up to
IG, I
60
believe
seconds.
up to
Okay.
60 seconds. And I think the reels are like sometimes 30 seconds. I'm still
Yes.
learning it all, but it's
Yes.
all very interesting. And so the point being, there's a lot of shiny bubbles out there. Let's show our shiny bubbles again. I
Okay,
love this
there's
little
another
lady.
bubble.
There's another bubble. There's another bubble. There's another bubble. Chase the bubble. Chase the bubble. Right. Right. So
Yes.
once we attend the webinars and the seminars, we say, okay, yes, we got to do it. Prime example, the videos. Now we get the videos. But now what do we do with the videos? And then do we have the marketing plan
Hmm.
in order to utilize that video? Do we know
That's
where we're
good.
going to utilize that video? Right?
Yes. Yes.
And do we know what that marketing plan is going to look like? And so I'm excited because Coach Carol, I asked her to come on because she's also a part of the Coach Mastermind Network. And Coach Carol, can you just share a little bit about your experience for the first time you came on Saturday, right?
Yes.
So if you can just share a little bit about that, and let me see if I can get the information. Go ahead.
Sure, sure, absolutely. So, I have been working with a small group, and it's a grief support group, and how this all came about. Originally, I had a blog, so I was doing some blogging for some years. So, from 2016 up until 2017, I was blogging, and after the loss of my son, my sister, that transitioned into something totally different. So my audience shifted, and I began to speak into the lives of other parents, and sharing my story about the loss and how God continued to strengthen me through that process and taking that pain into purpose. So over the last year, Coach Pam, I have developed a grief support group through prayer. That's the name of it.
Mhm.
And that
Mhm.
is sponsored by Writing to Inspire. And so I've been working with some beautiful families, supporting them, making sure we connect them to the proper resources, therapists, whatever that looks like for them, coming together, doing journaling as a tool as well. And the main foundation is the Word of God, helping them and understanding, helping each other and understanding that we have to be fortified through prayer, reading the word of God. That is our foundation. And we kind of build on that with the other resources that are out here and really just supporting one another. So that's where I am. So we've been established now for about a year now, and it's just been just a blessing. Unfortunately, I always tell people it's unfortunate that we had to come together in this way. But
Right.
what a blessing it is to be able to have a community where you can come and they understand where you are and you can
That's right.
support one another.
That's right. That's right. That is so, so powerful. And of course, I've been with you on the journey,
Yes,
and I've
yes.
seen how God has truly birthed your purpose out of your pain. And although it's painful, it's such I don't know if beautiful is the word I'm looking for, but it's such an amazing, an amazing experience to watch
Mm,
how God places people in your path
Yes.
And and I have even referred people to you. I've seen them,
Yes.
I've connected with them on Facebook, and I see that they're experiencing some things. I say, okay, you need to go on over here to Coach Carol and let her love on you, let her pray with you, let her coach you through what you're going through.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it really is amazing once we do. And you mentioned it earlier, you're walking in your purpose, and you're definitely walking in your purpose. And so for those out there of you who may know someone who may need the support, Coach Carol, where can they find you?
Yes. And now this group is a private group.
Okay.
And so if you were to go on Facebook
Hmm.
at Writing to Inspire blog, making sure you put the blog at the end. Writing
Okay,
to
writing
Inspire
to
blog.
and TO, right? Or two, number
Mm-hmm.
two. Okay,
TO.
to
Yep.
inspire.
Blog.
Hmm. Blog.
Once you go there, Coach Pam, just like on any business page, you'll see some tabs there. One of the tabs says groups.
Okay. Am I,
And
excuse me
if
just a
you
second. Am I writing
push,
that together, did you say? Am
yeah,
I
all
all,
together. Yep.
okay. So here you go. Writing to inspire blog. That's it?
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
And you would put the @ sign if it's on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Just make sure you put the @ sign on there, and it'll pop right up. And on the tab there, you'll see groups. If you click on groups, you'll see two groups. The one that you want is grief support through prayer.
Okay.
There you go, Coach Pam.
And
Grief
grief
support through
support
prayer.
through prayer. This
Yeah.
is so needed today, Coach Carol. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. So once you go to Writing to Inspire blog, you
Yes.
said to go to grief support through
Through
prayer.
prayer. Exactly. You'll
Okay.
see it. You'll see it there. You click on that, and I believe it's going to ask you if you want to join, or you can ask to join, right? And so you'll get
Hmm.
an invitation from me, or you can just reach out to me to my email, caroldavis0121@att.net. Right now, we're not using our business email because we're revamping things. But I don't mind giving that out. That's Carol Davis 0121@att.net.
You knew that ADHD was moving fast. So I'm like, wait a minute, let me back it up. What did she say? I think I got it right.
Yes, yes, ma'am. That's it.
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing that, Coach Carol. And so please
Yes,
do share this session tonight. Is just, it was really impromptu. It's like, okay, we're
yes,
going to come on, we're going to talk about the craziness of coaching. But even in the craziness of coaching, there's so much value and I believe in what you shared tonight, Coach Carol, that we've discussed. And so we want to make sure that, of course, we are thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Lotus. She said, this is a brilliant show. You ladies are so
oh,
awesome. So are you.
thank you
Dr.
so
Lotus
much.
Rashay is doing some fabulous work, not
Yes, she
just in
is.
the United States, but in the world, in the
Yes,
world. And she is adamant about building connections with people. She is focused on that, and she really pours her heart and soul into making sure that she brings voices and gives voices to the voiceless, and then those who do have things that can bless others, she brings it to the
yes.
forefront and gives it a platform to be so they can share and
That's
bless others with that information. As a matter of fact, and let me share this, on, I think it was last week, Dr. Lotus Rashay, you had a young lady, and I can't remember her name, but she talked about being molested, and her, through her pain, birthed her purpose. So she's written a book, and she has a foundation there, and I believe it's in Farming. I remember Farmington because I'm from Detroit, and Coach Carol is in Detroit too,
yes,
Dr.
yes,
Rashay. And so I remember watching it, and it was just such a powerful, powerful dialogue. So
yes,
many people, including myself, have experienced that. And I have now referred someone else to Dr. Lotus Rashay so she can refer them on to the young lady, because we all need help. We all
yes.
need support in areas, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. In business, life, all of it. We need support and help. Yes.
That's right. That's right. Well, wonderful. Well, I don't want to keep everyone on tonight. Again, we just want to pop on real quick and say hello. I'm going to put that link up. But before I put that link up, I did want to share, we talked about chasing the shiny bubbles. And I am so excited because what God has been dealing with me about is creating a game-changing program
Yes.
whereby coaches could come and coaches can learn, they can grow personally as a coach,
Yes.
as a leader, and as an entrepreneur. And
Mm.
so that's what we've been working on. So we have an upcoming workshop. It's going to be June 2nd. So y'all put it down on your calendars and you can come and learn how to grow in every area of your business. And we're going to have guest trainers on. These
Yes.
are going to be experts. We talked about finding the right experts. And the exciting thing is, Coach Carol, is the Lord has blessed me to find the right people, the right team, to assemble the right team. And I cannot be more
Yes. Yes.
excited about the right team. And this team has been with me for, they've done my work over the last few years, right? So I worked really hard. God, our paths crossed and God put us together. It's like, yes. So they offer the quality, they provide the expertise, they care, they offer superb customer
Mm.
service, and the
Yes.
price is right.
Yes.
So I'm excited to be able to bring them to the platform so they can share as well. And so we will be having a workshop on June 2nd. And so I want y'all to stay tuned. I won't share all the information right now, but I also then want to invite you over to the Coach Mastermind Network, because if you join that network, it's only $7 this month to join, to try it out. And in this network is continuous support. Even if the program may not be for you, with the Coach Mastermind Network, you come, you learn, you grow. And so this week we're going to start our book club within the framework of the network, and we're going to be reading the E-Myth Revisited. So I'm excited about that.
Yes.
So come on over, join the Mastermind Network, and you can stay connected there as well. Let me just make sure that I put that information there for you. Okay, the link to join the network is here. I just love technology.
Yes, we do. Absolutely. There it is.
So there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. So you can come over, join for just $7. Try it out, see what you think. But our whole concept is to provide everything you need under one umbrella when you step onto the campus. Okay. So please
Yes.
join us there. Join us back here, of course, on Monday. We will be back
Mm.
at noon Central Time for the Coach show. So I did share that I would be putting the comment for Coach or Dr. Richey for tonight. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can put that. It's quite a bit. And maybe we can go ahead and post that. I'll go back after the show and I'll post it on comments. Okay. That way, all you got to do is click the link to go in to join the celebration of George Floyd's life and his sacrifice, essentially, is
Wonderful.
what it was, a sacrifice. So
Yes.
thank
Yes.
you so very much, Coach Carol. I so appreciate you for
Yes. I
popping
appreciate
on here.
you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's how God does, right? We started down one path, and here it is. We had some more things we need to share, obviously, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And it's important to always be obedient. So God bless you all. We thank you for being here. We just again want to pop on real quick, talk about the craziness. Hopefully, you were able to pull some nuggets out of our conversation tonight. So again, you want to look for services that offer quality. You want to find the experts who offer the great customer service
Yes.
at a great price. All right. So we have
Yes.
some wonderful resources here on the campus. So come on over and join us if you're not already there. Take care. God bless and make it a great evening.